What's up, all you comic book junkies out there in the community YouTube wasteland? This is Mike Smith here at Nighttiger Comics, coming to you from an undisclosed location in Central Florida, doing another impromptu late night. Got some unboxing. Figured we'd just sit and chat, and let's hear from the Nighttiger gang.
Right?
Watch Nighttiger Comics!
Nighttiger Comics.
Tiger Comics! Nighttiger Comics! Tiger Comics! Nighttiger Comics!
Okay.
What's Nighttiger Comics? Comics!
Yeah. Never know what you're missing.
Oh yeah, Las Cruces is in. I'll put the link in the chat if anybody wants to get in here and just talk comics. Gary B's. Did I just see Gary B? I did. What's up, Gary? So I'm putting the link down here if you want to chat. I got a couple Golden Age unboxings, I believe. You know, and who wants to do all that editing? I figured I just got home from work, off the road, want to relax, kick back, play in the sandbox with the cool kids, look at some comic books. So I got some packages back here. Finally got some milers in. There's no milers in this town whatsoever. Well, there is milers, only Golden Age. So I had to order some standards. Let's see what's in here. So I got some Golden Age books. And I need a knife with permission from the wife. So Gary, that was a good interview. John is awesome. I like John. He's funny. Every time I look at John, I think of John Cleese. And it's funny is because John is just as funny. And they're both John. Jump in here. Comment. Give me some commentary, some critique. So I made a little side money, was able to buy a couple Golden Age books, bought some bags. I mean, yeah, some sleeves, some Mylars. I'm spoiled because of those Pro lines. They were so cheap. I've been putting everything in Mylar for the last couple of years. Or Mylar-esque bags. And so now I don't want them in anything. I was putting these like really low grade marbles last night into Mylar, and I'm like, why am I doing this? So I talked myself into continuing to do it. All right, what do we got? I'm being attacked by this thing. Oh yeah. So this is a Christmas cover, and I didn't really know it was. I had it on my watch list. I had it on my list at my comic shop for a while. And it's a cover with a bell. And then one day I looked at it really close, and on the bottom it says Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, or something like that. So I'm like, okay, it's a faucet, Golden Age, it's Christmas. Let me not damage it. Now it's missing centerfold. So that's why I got it cheap. But these books, this is one like I've never seen before. I'm sure it can't be extremely scarce, but some of these Golden Age, they just don't pop up all the time. It is a faucet. It is a superhero. You're welcome, Gary. I want to see it just as much as you guys. Don't get the tape on the cover, Mike. Don't do it. Ah. So it's got a spine roll, but that's easy to fix. But this is a nice Hoppy the Marvel Bunny. And down here it says, Happy Greetings from the World's Mightiest Cottontail. And then it's got like the holly. I wish it had like a more drastic graphic for the Christmas, like something more dynamic, but still pretty cool Christmas cover. I think it says 46, if I'm not mistaken. Number, ooh, even better, 45. So you got Give USO. So the war was just coming to an end around this time, starting to come to an end. Be cool if it had a Hitler story in it. Okay, so let's see here. Take a quick look. Sherlock Monk. You get another Hoppy Bunny story. It's funny, usually in the Christmas ones, you don't get a Christmas story inside, which sucks. You got a Bondage. Hoppy's tied up there. And I think that's it. Another Hoppy story. And then you got Charles Atlas on the back. It's actually a pretty nice copy, meaning there's not like major creasing or anything like that. So that spiral out of it is, press it out, look pretty good. I forget what did I pay for this? Where did I lost the receipt? Here it is. What did I pay for this book? I paid $22 for that. $22. So would you pay 22? It's missing centerfold. Go on eBay now or wherever you want online and see if there's a copy of this. I'm almost guarantee there's not. That's that. I'm a low grade Golden Age collector. I'm in it for the experience, for the feel, not to make any like money or nothing. I'm bad at making money when it comes to comics. It's hard for me to do it. Anyways, the huge flea market is this Monday. We're gearing up. We've been saving up our money. We're getting a group together. We're going to Waffle House at like 6 in the morning. Have us some breakfast like halfway to the flea market. And that flea market's like 4 city blocks on the holiday because it's only open on Monday. So whenever there's a holiday on the Monday, vendors come from like all over the country. It's killer. And there's always lots of comic book vendors. I've gotten so many great deals on books there. A lot of times I've gotten Golden Age for less than $1. I mean, $300 to $400 books. So I'm excited about that. Ooh, this is a nice one. And a nice note from the seller. Look at this. I like this. Yeah, you can't beat $22. That talk about low grade collecting, but hey, yeah. Just the smell alone's worth $22. Okay, so I got a note from the seller, which is always cool. Hello, Michael. Thank you very much for buying a couple of my Golden Age Fawcett comics. So these both came from the same seller. I hope you enjoy the stories. I appreciate your business and hope that you'll stop me again. Oh, that you'll shop with me again. Take care, Carl. Cool. And I will. I don't know if you're like me when I buy, when I find good deals like this, I go back like a couple weeks later and I'll check their store, see what new listings they posted. And I usually go down through my purchase list and one by one and just go back and check any new listings by those sellers. This is a cool book. This is actually up on eBay for quite a while for $50. Oh no, I'm sorry. This Hoppy isn't from, that's a different seller. There's the 2 books right here. But I'm shocked that this book didn't sell. It's complete. It's complete. They're both complete. Okay. It's well worth the wait, guys and girls, gals and geos. Let me show you the lesser of the two first. And let me take this out because from the photos, it looked really nice. So this is a WoW issue, but it's the later in the last few issues in the run where Mary Marvel wasn't on the cover, but it still had superheroes in it. So it's a low grade copy, but I dug it. It's got like the floating heads of the superhero features. And then it's got kind of like an Archie-esque kind of character. You know, Archie became popular, and a lot of the publishers jumped on the bandwagon. Fawcett was one of them. Something like the last 8 issues have this guy on the cover, but they still have the backup superhero features, which I think is pretty cool. This also has a bad spine roll in it, which I'm going to fix. Not hard to do. Very easy to fix spine rolls. So that's cool. So that's WoW Comics 59. This actually looks like it has added staples, which I'm going to remove those. It does. It has 2 added staples. No big deal on that either. 1947. So just look at it again. I like it. Look at the red. It looks more orangish in my camera. Okay, so the next book. What is the next book? No, it's another Fawcett. I'm sure La Cruces, if you've really been following me, you know that I'm collecting a lot of the War Stamp comics. Well, this happens to be a War Stamp issue. So this is Captain Midnight, number 22. That was $50 up on eBay. I was shocked that it didn't sell. I had it on my watch list for like over a month. So happy to add that to my War Bond covers. What year is this? It's got to be like 40. Usually it's 44 or later. Or yeah. So this is 1944, July 44. Very cool. I love it. Captain Midnight. We got on the back, we got a nice RC Cola ad there. It is, isn't it? Ooh, and now I have some Mylar here, so it's going to look even better. This one doesn't have a spine roll, so I don't have to worry about pressing it. I got some bags and I got some boards or bags and boards here somewhere. Aha. Ready to go. Oh yeah, let's put her in her lingerie, baby. Let's slip her in. We turn the lights down low. Turn up the music. Take her for a zip around the room. Ready? Okay, guys. Hold it together. Oh, that looks so sweet. My goodness. You guys got to check out Tennessee Joe's. I don't know if he posted the video yet. I didn't check. I need to check, actually. Yeah, he did get it. I sent him a listing for Orphan Annie and something Commandos. And I actually had the 4-color number 18 or 20. And they reprinted part of that 4-color as a store giveaway. And I had it on my watch list, and it was $100, but I didn't have $100, so I sent him the listing. He bought it, I didn't realize it was a giveaway until you told me, but that's got to be a real scarce book, and that's from 47. And the four color, the one I have is from 1942, I think. It's interesting how you find so much out about these Golden Age books. So where do you guys stand on Mylar in your collection? So what else did I get here? One more unboxing. I don't think I'm going to use a knife on this, just in case. I might have to. Hey, they did a job of sealing that up. Yeah, I just got home. I'm excited for the holiday weekend. I'm actually a little bit early, but I could have been home 2 hours ago. I was halfway home, and I was coming up the bottom of a hill on a 4-lane highway, and there was a semi about a half a mile in front of me, and I saw his brake lights go on. So I'm watching, I'm getting closer and closer. The closer I get, I realize he's coming to a full stop. So I apply the brakes, come up right behind him, no problem. And then all of a sudden, bam, this pickup truck behind me with a trailer and a lawnmower rear-ended my semi-trailer. And they bent my bumper, but it was no big deal. Could fix it later. But he didn't ruin his truck. It was still drivable. That was fun. He didn't even damage the grill. He had an F350. So got some more standards. Picked up I bought another one earlier this week. Yeah, I'm stocking up on these, man. Can't believe it's so hard to find them. Okay, what do we got here? Do we got anybody making any good comments? Anything clever? Anything funny? Gary, come on. What you doing, man? Las Cruces. Get in the game. Come on. I read this last week or earlier this week before I left. So I'm on a gold key kick now because of the 4-color fossil people. And if you don't know who that is, oh no, you guys know who that is. I didn't have to tell you. Okay, so that's the unboxing. I got a few things to show. Parenting. How old is the little tyke? So I was saying, I've been calling everybody up. So I got my daughter, 13. I got my daughter, her husband, 2 grandkids, my other best friend, Joe, my brother, his wife, my wife, all meeting up for the flea market, gearing up for that. 13. Uh-oh. Good luck to you, Gary. Play some video games. Play some Halo. I've been playing Blacklist again. I love that game. I just go to the Russian embassy and I just play the one where there's wave after wave. I think I just got like $700,000 so I can buy all the weapons. I got some books to show. So I bought a lot of romance comics from Simon Comics. Oh, quite a while ago. I don't even know if I ever showed them. So it was a stack of Harveys. They were like $1 a piece. I think I bought like 20 of them for $20. I had bought Avengers 4 at the same time, so we shipped them together. But I was just going through them the other day. I really love this one. It's got that Western good girl kind of theme to it. I don't even know what number this is. 46, May 1954. This is a book since it's probably not really that collectible, I would love to find a couple good copies of this. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to tell you about some restoration that I did to this book. So I took Elmer's glue with a Q-tip and I rubbed it on the spine of the pages and I glued the book because it was split from here to here. Because I always say, this is my book. It's never going anywhere. And I'm going to just make it so it looks as best as I can and I can still read it. Paid $1 for it. The heck. But I think it's cool. I love it. I put it up on my table on display. I love it so much. So another book that I just got recently that I really am in love with. Didn't even know I was going to get this. I just walked in the shop that I picked up all those gold keys from, and I saw some boxes like, I don't know if I ever looked through those before. So I went through, and sure enough, there were a lot of stuff in there I hadn't seen. This was the best condition book in there, and this was the best key that I got. So this is the first appearance of the Phantom in King Comics. I didn't even know it. It said brand new, so kind of looked at that and I was like, I wonder if it is. Before I could actually look it up, Tennessee Joe told me that it was, and I was like really happy. I love the Phantom. I think he's so cool. I mean, he's one of the earliest superheroes, if not the earliest superhero. He doesn't really have superpowers, so I don't know if it classifies him as a superhero. But masked hero, maybe. Non-Western. Okay, let me see some comments here. You mean the count? His 100, was it 100 countdown one? Is that the one you're talking about? Because if you are, I didn't see that one. But no, I didn't see any videos about romance comics from him. I'd have to check it out. Wow on the wow or wow on this? So, and I also picked up, so I was going to buy this before I had it on my list on eBay. They had it in there. So a lot of these books were $5 and I think 3 of them were 10. They gave them all to me for $5. So I thought that was cool. So this one was 10. The guy gave it to me for $5. This one was $1, but this is number 1. So from what I understand, just by watching a couple vids with Charlton 66, Charlton did not have licensing to do this series. And it only lasted 4 issues before they had to cease and desist. So very cool. That's number 1. He looks like Johnny Cash. Yes, I know. Everybody says so. These, I didn't look inside to number them yet, but I did get all 4. So that's anywhere between 2 and 4. And then so the number 1 was the $1, but it was the worst condition. And then they had one more. So they had the whole run. I think, Steve just showed these on the 4-color fossil, and he said that there was only 4 issues because they had to cease and desist. So I can only guess that they didn't have permission from the borough, the state, to use the Tarzan thing. Okay, so I told you that I got some of the romance books from Simon, and they were all low grade. A couple were coverless. A few of them were split covers. And then some were decent. Here's one of the more decent ones. Winter cover, ice skating. Sexy cover. What number is that? I have no idea. Number 45. Nice 10-cent cover price. Ooh, that's sexy. I'm on a Charlton kick too. These cool guys that I hang out with, they get you into this stuff. The only thing I'm not getting into is anything modern. Not that I judge anyone who does it. It's just I'm sticking to newsprint pages. Anything beyond that, not anymore. You got to cap it somewhere. So here's another one. They're all Harveys, which is cool. Harveys are pretty collectible, but they're all low grade. I like reading these, especially when you get into the Dear Abby columns, they're so like, I feel like some are bullshit and then other ones could be real, but you never know. But they just sound so not. And some of them, it's like, yeah, this can't be real. Great covers, though. Love Problems. What is this? Love Problems. And it's called Love Problems and Advice Illustrated. So nice long name there. Oh, this one, I love this one. It looks like Heidi. High School Romance. Oh, yeah. Anybody remember that? The High School Romance? Okay, guys, we're doing a live show Sunday morning at 11. It's called Growing Up in the 70s and the 80s with Hialeah Comic Bro and Steve Caldwell from I Love Disney Comics. And that's gonna, so I'm gonna basically quiz them with toys, TV shows, personalities, see what they remember, see if they had it, remember it. I think we're going to be like an hour and a half. We're just going to have fun talking about growing up in the 70s and 80s. And maybe we'll get some other people from the chat to come on in if you grew up in that time era and just talk about stuff like oatmeal and powdered milk, all kinds of stuff. I was just talking with my wife the other day about remember the canned Hershey's syrup, the regular canned, and you had use that thing and open it and you were go. And they don't do that anymore. Now they have that stuff that's in the squeeze bottle and it's not the same. So we were just talking about stupid stuff like that. Here's another one of those books. And these are fun. A lot of these, they're written really well. The stories are so different. I usually have a lot of fun reading these, especially these Harvey ones. Gamble on Love. Oh man, Love Stinks. Yeah. Who remembers that song from that? Was it the 79? Jake Isles. Who we got? We got Aggressively Relaxing in here. Nice. I don't know what the style is. I'm just hanging out in the sandbox. Cool kids come along and hang out with me. Play with my Tonka trucks. Did you guys have a place like in your neighborhood or whatever where you just, all the kids hung out? We used to go to my grandma's in Illinois and she had like this sand dump that she had dumped out in the backyard and it had railroad ties around it. And we, the cousins and all the neighborhood kids would come over there and play. She lived in this little town and they had a water tower. We used to go over there on bike and I wanted to climb that sucker so bad. And my cousins would plead with me not to do it because they didn't want to get in trouble. So I would just threaten them. I'm going to do it. I'm going to climb it. No, please, Mike. So I would never do it. I didn't want to get them in trouble, but it was funny. Okay, so we got some golden age. So what time did I get on here? So we're on here a half hour. We're going to do another half hour. That's an hour if you add it correctly. And if you don't, it's not an hour. This is the second appearance of Mary Marvel. Obviously, it's a Christmas cover. They actually have a battle in here with Santa Claus in a department store. This is from January 1943. It's a Mark Swayze cover, number 19. I found this on eBay for for $100. I wish I found it for $1. It's a really tough book. It could be pricey. I think I got a good deal on it. Mm. You know what? Let's take a look in the book that I just got. The superhero stories. Let's take a look at the superhero stories. Yeah. Okay, what do we got going here? Ooh, nice one. Let's see the splash page now. There you go. Commando Yank. Oh, I just love this Golden Age stuff. Then they got a humor. Then you got your tech story. And then you got your Phantom Eagle. I mean, there's nothing better in the world than getting to hold something like this and read it for real. And not in a reprint, not on the internet. To see the colors, the inks, the smells all at one time. Look at this. Mr. Scarlet and Pinky. Yeah. This guy, I don't remember the seller, but he had more of these. I just like this one the best because it had the red behind the title. Those reds really pop. So here's the main guy. He's Ozzy Osbourne, when he was a kid. Oh man, I should put that in. I'm going to put it in a Mylar, but I need to actually press this spiral out of it. So me and the wife have decided that Saturday we're going to get up early and we're going to go down to a town called Dunellen, which is nearer to the Gulf Coast from us. But they have a long crystal clear river called the Rainbow River. It's spring fed from the head. And rent some canoes and go out on the river just for the morning. Man, I can't wait to press this thing out because it just does. It looks cool, but it's going to look so much cooler. Wow. I love collecting these wows. I think they're so cool. So faucets, man. Faucets are cool. Do you guys have any of these faucets in your collection? So there's that one. I just got this faucet also. Ringing the bell for Christmas. I got some other books here if you want to look at them so we can get out of here in about 20 minutes. Let's see. Aggressive. So if you want to come on, you got something to show, share, you want to critique, top of the water time country. Yeah. Oh, I was a climber. We used to have a silo over by our house. Actually got caught climbing this farmer's silo. But the good thing was it was by his daughters. He had twin daughters. They were gorgeous. They were like 4 years older than I was. I was probably like 11 or 12. And they were like, I think they were like 14 or 15. They caught me in their barn. I was this kid that explored. I was in the woods. I was always exploring stuff, climbing stuff. And I went to explore this barn on a farm one time near our house, like a mile away. And these girls came in and they were twins and they were like 15. And I was also like just melting. I was like so in love. So they say, "What are you doing here?" And I told them the truth, and then they let me go. No faucet in your collection. That really sucks, man. You need to work on that. And faucets aren't that expensive. You can find some. Like I spent $22 on that one. I think if you had $50 and you shopped around for like a month or two, and look on new listings and Fawcett Golden Age, you'll find you something really good. So this is number 4. This is called Headline Comics for the American Boy. And this is from 1943. Summer of 43. This looks like it was a restored copy, possibly. I don't remember. I'm trying to collect 1 through 30, but 1 through 23 or 24 is the Junior Rangers, and then after that it becomes a Simon and Kirby crime book for a good while. They're on the book, but those first few, that I think the first 4 or 5 issues that they do have good girl covers, and they're really expensive. It can be hard to find too. So we got a Marvel key next. I hear this, if I hear it right, this book is coming back around now, getting hot once again. Let me flip these over so you guys can't peek at what I got here. Is that true? Is that what I heard? There's more spec on this guy again. And was he in the Guardians 4 or 3 or whatever was that movie? Is it? I can't remember. I picked it up on eBay for $120 with shipping, $117. It's a 2.5, 3.0. I have not read this yet. I need to read this. Anybody have this in their collection? Of the 5 watching? Raise your hand if you have it. What do I got here? Oh, I was reading this and I fell asleep Sunday before I left for work. Don't you hate that? I think I may make it through 1 comic, and then I get to the second one and I'm like nodding off. So I picked up this. So this is a new purchase. So I had this one, but this is, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. What did I do with that? Okay, here it is. Okay, so this one I already had, but this one I just picked up. It was on eBay for $14.95 plus $5 shipping. Actually from one of my LCSs in the next town. So I quickly got that. Thanks to Joe. He snagged it for me and sent it to me, and I paid him through PayPal. So I got 2 of those. Just really cool Victory covers, war covers. This is from 1943, and this issue number 43. So this one was 64, which is, this one's probably like a 5.0. This one's probably like a 3.0, 2.5. But there you go. Again, I love collecting these war covers, these patriotic stuff. Oh, yeah, he's in 3. I want to see 3. I heard it was good. I want to see John Wick 4 in the theaters. I think a lot of people are thinking like me nowadays. They're like, we're done with Marvel. If we hear the movie's good from somebody else, we'll go see it, but we're not going to rush out opening weekend now and spend our money and support this, whatever it is. This is a book I picked up. I like getting some Christmas stuff, like newer Christmas books for the like Christmas show that'll come at the end of the year. So this is an Australian book, and it's all color. Usually the Australian books are black and white. But this is from I think it's from 58, if I'm not mistaken. So early Silver Age, Christmas cover, Tom and Jerry. Grew up on Tom and Jerry. I love Tom and Jerry. Did you guys grow up on Tom and Jerry? Yeah, we're going to do an 80s, growing up on the 70s and 80s show on Sunday, 11 o'clock. So you want to be there. If you're as old as we are and you had fond memories of all the cool toys, TV shows, movies, you're going to want to check out this show. Music. This is what I picked up a few months ago. It had a good spine roll in. I actually show you on Instagram. This is Red Dragon #1. Actually, I never thought I'd own this book. It's a pretty tough book to get, and it can be pricey. I paid $80 for that. Wish it didn't have that back cover. I mean, that brown cover, the background. But what can you do? Imagine if that had been a red background or yellow or even black. That'd have been really cool. My cat disappeared. He scares me. So I picked this up from the LCS. This is the last issue of the Dell's Spanking Alfalfa and the Little Rascals. So this is from 1961. Very cool. I think Spanky looks more like John Candy might look like when he was a kid. Alfalfa looks pretty good. Paid $15 for that, but it's in really, really nice shape. The interior pages are white, crisp, sharp. Like I said, I'm on a Dell and Gold Key Charlton kick now, thanks to the 4-color fossils. Okay, we got a few more minutes. I got some Jungle books in here. So they had a Jungle show this last week. Actually, it was Wednesday, which was yesterday. And I was like, man, I have so much good stuff I want to show. Hold on, Steve's texting me here. Steve came into some comic money. He's like, yeah, he's let me know. He's like, yeah, I came into some comic money. This is the only side boob cover I've seen. This is number 93, March 45. This is a Joe Doolin cover, but it does have a Matt Baker Sky Girl story inside. Jumbo Comics. I love when they overlay the art over the title, making it look 3D. Here's a really cool one. So it's not really a cool rendition of her, but it just looks cool anyway. Not the best looking Sheena. But still a cool golden age. Nice alligators, crocodiles, whatever they are. Wonder who designed her outfit. That's really kind of gaudy. So here's a cool one. This has got a little bondage cover on it. So after I get off here, first thing I got to do, get Spiral out of one of those books. Probably both. This is a Green Hornet. It is early issue, man. I've been trying to get these early issues, but they're so expensive. And I think I paid $100 for this one, but it's supposed to be a Nazi cover with the bondage on it. And it's number 14 from September 43. Just love the early look on that. I mean, the later issues are cool, but the title of trade dress kind of changed, and it doesn't look as cool as the early issues. And they're just the early issues too. And the early issues, like in the single digits, you got Joe Simon, Jack Kirby art. So very cool. What do you think, peeps? Is it cool? No? Yeah, I don't care. What about Tarzan? So they were showing Jungle Books, like I said yesterday, and I was like, man. And then Jambo Comics showed, I think it was him, showed this issue of Tip Top Comics number 34. That's from 1939. It's a great cover. I think the Tip Top covers have the best Tarzan covers of any comic book ever. And this thing is thick. It's a behemoth for a comic book. It's like a magazine. Okay, we got a Marvel key, high grade. This book is tough to get in high grade because it yellows. It's a white cover and it usually yellows. Let's take a look at this copy that I bought a couple years ago. I was looking for this. When I bought this, I'm like, I gotta have a really high looking. I didn't want a yellow looking cover. And believe me, it was hard to find one that wasn't yellowed. I mean, this has it. It is starting to yellow. But it's still pretty bright. It's a really nice book. What did I pay for this? I think I paid $50 for this. Yeah, I don't think you're going to pay $50 for that. Oh, it has, what is that? That chamber paper, some more in there. I guess I'll leave that in there. There's differing opinions on if this stuff is good for your comic or not. I've never seen it damage a book. That's like when people go, oh, you shouldn't have your comics in a room with the window. Hey, it's my comics. Let me put them where I want, okay? But anyways, yeah. Oh, what's up, Hialeah? Yeah, I'm promoting that show, man. I'm going to put up the thumbnail soon. Probably tonight after I get off here. You're welcome to get on. I put the link in. I'll put it again if you want to get on here. I'm just showing books, talking comics, shooting the breeze. Yeah, Steranko, man. And if you look at Paul Galassi, you can see his inspiration from Steranko. It's so close. Steranko just had a good eye for like placement. I mean, his stuff wasn't exactly always atomically correct, but his placement was good. Oh, that's right, because today's Thursday. My weekends always start on Thursday night. I always forget everybody else still has to work on Friday. One of my favorite Marvel keys. I got this book cheap. I got it for $60. It's a 4.0, 4.5. One of these funny stories that I got the book in the mail and I opened it. It was not the book that I bought. It was a different key. I forget. I think it was Spotlight 7 or something like that. It might have been 6. I don't remember. So hold on. The Greta one's in. Come on. So the seller, I think the seller contacted me and said, hey, did you receive that book? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, well, we sent you the wrong one and we sent your book to that person. I'm like, oh, great. Hey, Hey guys. So they asked me, could I go ahead and send that one to the other people and get a tracking number and all that? I'm like, sure, no problem. So I did that, got a tracking number. And then I said, well, what about my book? So I'm like, well, they said they said they sent it, but they said they don't have a tracking number. I'm like, oh, great, this is not going to end well. Because, no tracking number. They could say, oh, they could keep the book and go, well, we don't know what happened to it. We sent it. But anyways, it got to me. So I think I had, it was like $100 or something like that with shipping plus shipping. And they said they'd pay the shipping. So they go, we'll give you $20 off or something, or 80. Well, we'll give it to you for 80. And my wife's like, no, you're getting it for 60. So I'm like, no, my wife said I have to get it for 60. So I got it for $60. So happy about that. So it's got a great story. I'll always cherish it for that. You guys got those great stories on your books. Let's see what we got here. So we got a few minutes. Let me grab a couple more books and we'll discuss them. Okay. Here's another one I picked up around the same time I picked up that Nick Fury. And I wanted to have a high grade copy. I didn't want a low grade copy of this. And this was, I paid 50 or 60 with shipping or something like that. Yeah, I wish you could still buy that for this amount now, for this grade. This is right before everything, that market started going crazy on everything. She's pretty. He's pretty white. I should get this thing graded. I have yet to read it. Man, look at that art. Whew, dude. That's why we need those strong women. I have that strong Hispanic wife, if you know what I mean. Yep, she keeps me in check though. This was a book. This next one, I was really surprised that I found this on eBay for the price and the grade that I found this book for. And I've been looking for a copy of this for quite a while. And I don't buy too much. I hadn't bought too much silver or golden age, but then I said, I wanted to start focusing on that a little. I've been focused on golden age for quite a while, and let me for a while focus on getting some silver and bronze marble and DC keys. And this book, now I try to find the reprint issue, which I think is 80, 88 or 87. And they want more for that than I paid for this. What did I pay for this book? I paid with shipping and everything all in $65. It's a really nice copy too. You get lucky. You got to just keep looking, especially those new listings. You just got to hammer every day. If you're looking for something and you want to be the first one, you got to be diligent. That's the biggest secret I've learned about shopping for comics on eBay. be the first one to get there. And you find if you are, you will get good deals. This is a great book because it has a letter in there, and the reader asked the editor what they're going to do with the X-Men villain called Eunice, and the editor is like, basically like, what are you talking about? We don't have no villain named that. And he kind of makes fun of him in the answer, like in the rebuttal, which is funny because Eunice appeared like in X-Men #7 or something like that as the villain. What's up, Steve? Steve, get on, man. If you get on, I'll stay on a little bit longer. Okay, what's this book? Definitely low grade. I think I paid $30 for this. Yeah, I didn't want to pay a whole lot of money, so it's low grade. I think cover is detached. It's complete. What do you think? I mean, it's a key, first red suit, $30. I'm sure you can't probably get it for that now. I've yet to read that one too. What is this? Kirby Wally Wood cover or something like that? I don't even know. It looks like there is some Kirby in there, but that is not a Kirby cover. Everett, Bill Everett, maybe. Come on, guys, let me know. So I have this here. Shout out to BWD. This was an AOK that he sent me. Ghost Rider #1. February 1967. Dick Ayers. You know what I dug about this book? Doug, look at me saying Doug. What I dig. Okay. Gotcha. Is the corner box. I always love the corner box on this. That cape always looks so freaking cool. It's like if Moon Knight went back in time into a Western. Anybody have any Ghost Rider issues in their collection? Steve, don't you have a couple? I'll tell you, I watched that movie Safe House yesterday or was it yesterday or the day before with Denzel Washington? And who else was it? Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, that was a good movie. I liked it a lot. What else? We got anything else? We got a few more books, then we'll get out of here. Ooh. Did I just drop that? Holy moly. Oh, I just dropped a huge book. Okay, let's look at some cap keys. We got some cap 100. I have yet to read this book. I need to read it. Black Panther right there. Who has this one in their collection? Okay, this is a nice one. Full appearance of Sonya, first cover appearance, second appearance really. Barry Windsor Smith cover. The art of this thing is so good. It is just off the charts. This is the first appearance of a character that I can't remember. I think it's Captain America or Captain something or others. My third favorite book on the wall. Okay. I'll do that. I'll be the last book I show, and then I'll be out of here. So we'll just show one more. Just got this. I did read this one. Did enjoy it. Very much so. Very cool cover. Purple. This is another one that ended up getting off eBay for really cheap. And a pretty decent copy, too, considering this book goes for quite a bit of money. Okay, one third book on the wall. That's Oh man, that's a tough one, man, Steve. Oh man, I got a few. I want to bore everybody. Oh man. Yeah, I'll go with this one. We'll go with that one. How about that? Robot cover, Mary Marvel, Wow Comics. So that's my third favorite on the wall. Appreciate all you hanging out for a little bit here in the sandbox with me, Nighttiger. I'm going to go collect my cats and go watch a good action movie before I go to bed tonight. Oh, Dr. Silver Age is in here. I mean, if anybody wants to get on, otherwise I'm out of here. I'm going to go watch a movie. I mean, I got more stuff to show, but anyways, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Appreciate everybody checking or hanging out with me. And remember, it's going to be, I'm going to put up the live show thing soon. So it'll be a live show on Sunday morning at 11. We're going to do growing up in the 70s and the 80s. So check that out. All right. Good night. Yeah. Good night, all. Talk to you later.